My name is Tolulope Binitie. Again, you say my first name, Tolulope. She struggled a lot to have kids. Like she had like it was a lot of effort for her to even have kids, and I'm the second. I have an older brother. He was a surprise, and the reason my name is what it is because she said that it means all thanks be to God, and when she says that, she's thanking God for giving her a second child when she didn't think that she'd ever be able to have any in the first place. Elementary school, I went to Springwood. Middle school, I went to Cobb, and high school, I go to Godby. Out of anyone, my mom keeps me grounded the most. My mom and my brother. He has gone through so much, and he's worked so hard, and even if we used to hate each other when we were younger, I'm really proud of him for all the stuff that he's done.
Our student school board member, would you like to add something to the?
All students are sending thoughts and prayers for our fellow students. The reason I ran for this was because I thought it'd be a really cool opportunity. Recently I've been getting a lot more into school board stuff, and I thought it was just really interesting. The one thing I do that I feel like has led to my success a lot has been getting a planner, planning out my stuff, doing everything, making sure that I actually fill my planner out, actually listening to my planner and doing what I need to based on my planner, avoiding procrastination at any cost necessary, even rewarding myself after I do my homework so I feel like, sure, I can do it if I get a waffle after. I started off fully at Godby, no classes at TCC, to my junior year where every single class was at TCC, and I didn't think I was gonna see anyone I knew. I felt like I was so isolated, and it was so stressful for me, especially because it was now I don't know anyone. I can't really talk to people as often, and I feel like, and I personally felt like my friends were drifting away from me. Now it's become significantly easier. I have a lot of friends who are dual enrolled now. They're taking classes at TCC, and I can see them now, which I feel like the sense of community has made it a lot more easier. I feel like something that's really important would be being able to listen to the people around you, being able to actually take feedback, think about it, sit on it, and then put something back out that you feel that could actually help, and I feel like I could do a pretty good job at that. I listen, I help a lot. I like to tutor people. I like to actually listen to what the problem is and try and get to the bottom of why something's happening. It's something my parents tell me this a lot. It's do your best and leave the rest, which is I used to think it was really cringy, but I mean, it's honest. I do what I can, and if it's enough, I feel like it's enough. And if I put in enough, I feel like if I put in enough effort, then it'll eventually work out. I think I would say my brother, because he has gone through so much, and he's done a lot of stuff. He's done so much effort. He's put so much effort into the stuff that he does. He's outside and mind you, he started off elementary school, middle school, beginning of high school, wasn't really that great. He wasn't academically the most great student. And from him to switch from sophomore year of high school to being number 7 in his class in his senior year, I've never felt more proud of someone in my life. He's gone through so much. He's worked so hard, and even if we used to hate each other when we were younger, I'm really proud of him for all the stuff that he's done. Yeah, he started off getting C's and D's, maybe F's sometimes in high school, to now being straight A student. Well, straight A student in his senior year of high school, all A's. He had a 4.2 now, like it was really impressive. It was really like I was so proud of him. Like at graduation, I was screaming his name. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you!" It was really crazy. I've never seen something so like he was top 10 of his high school. He's magna cum laude. Like it was really impressive, and I was so proud. Elementary school, the most like pivotal memory is me taking the exam to skip a grade. Like that was the most like I've never been more I as a 9-year-old had never been more stressed. I was sitting there taking the exam for hours, and because like I didn't know a lot of the stuff, but I could synthesize a lot of it. I was like, okay, I feel like I could figure this out based on that, and that was just like a really stressful thing for me, but I figured it out. Middle school, that would have to be the graduation ceremony for like 8th graders. Turns out, it was for like the honor rolls, like for honor roll and people who did a lot of good, like did impressive things during middle school. I struggled a lot the first one and first year and a half, and that was like a really stressful thing for me. And I walked up on the stage. I thought I was gonna walk up once and then sit back down. And when I kept going up, I was so confused. Like I was waddling up on stage, grabbing the medal. I was like, what is going on? And then I walked back down, sat down. Then the next thing would happen. I'd be like, what is going on? And then the next thing would happen. I'd go back up, walk up, and I'm like, I know I didn't do this much. But yeah, it just kept happening, and I was so nervous. And that was like pivotal in middle school. I don't think so. I mean, personally, I don't feel like I'm the smartest person, but I feel like it's like it really depends on if you actually apply yourself and put actual effort into and use the brain that you have in your head. And if it does feel a little bit pressuring sometimes, especially with like taking exams, like doing other stuff that you feel like you need to get on the first try. Like it does get a little stressful, but I mean, as in like overall, it doesn't feel too bad. I mean, it just feels like being another person. As an incoming freshman, you will have a lot on your plate, but you should know you're intelligent. You have a brain in your head. You can use it. I promise you will succeed. Just apply yourself. Don't worry too much. You've got it. They keep me grounded. Out of anyone, my mom keeps me grounded the most. My mom and my brother. Like my mom, she when she started looking at my grades during like 7th grade, she saw that I was like my grades were starting to slip, and she got me right back on track. All A's ever since then. I haven't gotten a B since 2nd semester, 7th grade. Like it was a like snap contrast, and like now and she keeps me on a right thing. She does my classes. She makes sure that I'm on track to graduate. She does all these other things to make sure that I'm ready. She does what she needs to do, and she does a great job at it too. I personally also experienced that. Like I feel like I'm not really sure, but I know like a lot of people in my family, they're doctors, like they do a lot of important stuff. And I also experienced the feeling of like, I need to do the best. I need to do more, and I'm not ready for what I'm doing yet. I need to get myself ready. I need to be that person who's doing all this. And I feel like if you do that, I feel like you're hindering yourself, because you're stressing yourself out. Even if you're not already a NASA engineer at 9, you have time. You're 9 years old. You have 9 more years until you're an adult. Like 20 more years until you'll, even if you want to become a astronaut or a NASA engineer, you have time. You don't need to stress yourself out. You can just take it one step at a time. You don't need to worry about that right now. You're okay. You're doing more than enough. And if I'm going to be honest, middle school, it's very hard. Elementary school, at the time, it's very difficult for you. And I feel like you just keep going. You're doing enough. Because I know it's been a really big problem. Like I know people have started to like a lot of places have started instating like mental health services and stuff, but they don't really feel like they're really working. But I know that it's a big issue for students right now. I have friends who struggle with like mental health. Like I have friends who have like anxiety, depression, problems like that, and that's an issue that we have right now. A lot of people nowadays, like, they've been like older people. They've been stressed out, anxious, depressed for years of their lives, and then out of nowhere they burst. They like all that bottle finally pops, and all of it just explodes, and it's a big problem. I feel like that shouldn't be something that's happening anymore. We have access to therapy, we have access to counselors, we have access to all these other mental health services, but it just feels too stigmatized right now. And the stigma, especially like heavy on the stigma, because that feels like something that's been hindering people the most. I like to bake, I like to draw. I don't know, it's just, I haven't done it in a while, but I also like doing origami. I just like doing like arts and crafts sometimes. It's fun. It's just like a little pastime. I like playing video games. I like anime. I like other stuff. I'm just another student at Leon County Schools who's just been blessed with this position. So